been a while. Hello YouTube, this is my 1982 Nissan Patrol MQ, and honestly it is one hunk of shit, but I'm going to be fixing it up, so I thought I'll do a YouTube video series about it. Bought it on a farm probably 5 months ago. Went to a Rainbow Beach camping trip, so I put up some pictures and it did alright. Towed some patrols out of trouble, a Navara as well, and yeah, she's a bit tired and she needs a lot of work. She's got lots of rust. The engine runs like dog shit, smokes like no tomorrow, and idles high. But yeah, this is basically it. I'm going to be working on it, fixing on it. Don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to look like. But first thing I'm probably going to be starting off with is fixing rust, because I'll walk through the car and I'll show you all the beautiful features this car has, including rust upon more rust and upon more rust. And yeah, let's get into it. So I gone through a walkthrough of the car. Got rust on the bonnet where the washer is, and on the side of that, the driver's side of the bonnet, we've got a lot of rust. And then on the front, kind of front indicator plate, we've got rust going through the whole thing. It's been modified because it used to be all the way to here, but it was rusted out, so I decided to just get rid of some rust, have it closer together. I like the look of it a bit better. But yeah, this one's going to need to be fixed or replaced, or we'll do something else like a bull bar or something, make it look nice. Headlights, they're ruined. They're cheap eBays to get me on the road and out to Rainbow Beach just for the shits and gigs of it, because honestly this was all that car was a bush basher, but I'm going to make it look nice. Got rust on the guards. The guards are, well, this guard is actually straight. Probably the straightest part of the whole car. Then we'll go to the doors. The doors are starting to crack. I don't know if I'm going to weld or find GQ doors, but I do want to keep the quarter glasses. The quarter glass is also not very tight anymore. It's got new side mirrors, because these ones are fucking shit, I'll tell you that. Got rust on the bottom of the door, on the bottom of the seal. The worst of it's actually behind, inside that seal. It's all rusted out behind there. And then we've got the roof. It's actually not that bad. We've just got a bit missing on the under layer. I've seen worse. And then we've got a bit of rust on the corner here, which has already been someone tried to repair. I even tried repairing it, but it just rusts through again. Going inside, the inside of the car. Came with no carpet. It's all slightly rusted. Missing a complete seal here. That's going to need to be fixed. Got little holes going all about it. Hole inside the driver well over there. Just lots of surface rust on the inside. The seats need to be completely redone, because as you see, they're not that secure, and all the frames are rusted out. And so yeah, that's going to be a bit of work. When I did buy the car, I did put a GQ shifter surround because there was nothing there, and it had a gearbox from another MQ that didn't really fit, so I had to cut the floor out. Got onto the tray. Yeah, there's a lot to say about the tray. It's rusty, it's bent, it's warped, and it needs to be replaced. Going on the back, got your standard tow hitch, lights that wiring has failed so many times and needs all to be replaced. Going on to the passenger side of the car, we've got a stack. I'll show you a video of it running after we go through the body walkthrough and the interior. And got rust on the cab over where the vent is, and then we've got this door. It's starting to peel. I'm guessing bog. I can't remember who repaired this car, but I don't remember repairing there. Got bog peeling and rusting. Got rust at the bottom of the door. This seal, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but there's just a big hunk of bog all here. So that's going to be replaced, and more bog I think going around here. Going out to the front of the door, got some spotting going on, some rust. We've also got another crack inside the door. Another weird thing this car has, that it came with for some reason, I don't know why it's there or what it does, there's a hole going inside the car. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, an unusual one for me. Then we got this guard. This guard's the most fucked out of everything. It's bent, it's got holes, they need to be patched up. I'm planning to go bonnet entry snorkel because it just looks cooler. Lots of bog on this panel, and it's bent and it's rusting at the bottom and paint's peeling. And then we got to the front section of this fender. It's not very straight anymore, it's all kind of warped, and yeah, it's going to need a bit of fixing to get it all straight again. I don't know if we're going to be replacing these parts or going to be finding some alternative methods, but I do want to keep the quarter glasses just because it's rare, I guess, and it just feels more to the style of the car, in my personal opinion. It's on 35s. It scrubs when I'm trying to turn. When you go full lock, it scrubs on the leaves, so planning to do a whole different type of conversion, but who knows, might be changing to a GQ chassis. We'll see how I feel about it after doing the body and fixing up the body. That's all about there is for the body. It's pretty flogged. It's an old car, so I don't know what you expect, but yeah, it's a good starting base. It's actually one of the cleaner MQs I've seen, and I'm going to pop the bonnet, have a gander under there because there is more rust. And there's the beautiful SD33. So this is under the bonnet. Got an inline 6 diesel, 3.3 litre. Doesn't run the best, it consumes oil. I suspect the stem seals are bad, maybe along with everything. Got leaky injector lines, leaky rocket cover gasket, leaky sump, leaky rear main, I think a leaky front main. Yeah, pretty much everything that can leak on this engine is, except the Welsh plugs. Brake booster, it's hit the shitter. It doesn't work that well anymore. I've got a replacement already, as well as the rear brake assemblies already got replacement parts for it. And other than that, the radiator doesn't leak, it's all sweet, just probably could do with a bit of clean up. The engine might need to be pulled out and completely investigated inside, because I don't know about the condition of the engine. I don't know if I'm going to keep the engine, but I do want to see if I can save it if it's not a major issue. But yeah, this is pretty much the rundown. We've got a couple holes in the firewall that need to be fixed up, and along the corners of the frame supports at the top, so that'll need some attention. Lots of spotting, surface rust down on the sides here. It's nothing too serious and can be fixed, so it's not a big issue. But other than that, inside the engine bay, it's pretty good. It's not too bad with rust. The trays are actually surprisingly still solid. No acid has been on it for long enough to leak down into it and ruin them, so that's good news. But yeah, this is basically the tour of the car. It's got a lot of work that needs to be done, but honestly, what else have I got to do? By the video, lots of smoke. It's not exactly running at 100%, so lots of figuring it has to do that, especially given that the injector pump works off vacuum for some reason. I have a theory you can mechanicalize it, or I might try finding the turbo SD33 pumps, because they don't run off vacuum, they are mechanically ran, and which is more better in my opinion, more reliable, I would say. But yeah, other than that, it's a 4-speed. It gets to 120 when you're really giving it the beans. But this is basically just a video showing the car and what it looks like, what's going to need to be done, which is a lot of things, I don't know if you could tell. But yeah, this is pretty much the first video talking about what the car is, what I'm going to be planning on doing to it, and then I'm starting a series, building it, or restoring it should I say first, and then I'm going to be building it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. It's just the first one ever that I'm doing, and next episode will probably be stripping some of the paint down and fixing up the panels and seeing what's wrong with all the panels. So thanks for watching guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.